Yes, my people, welcome back to the channel. And as you could tell, I'm in a great mood. Abz is in a great mood. Great result. Great day. Everton 0, Manchester United 1. Abz, talk to me, man. Life's changed. Life's different right now, bro. 2026 is becoming a bit different.
Hey, man. I've been a bit pep in my step. Life feeling a bit better. The sun's shining a bit better. Unbelievable, brother. The biggest indication of my life changing is we look at Amorim's Everton game and we look at Carrick's Everton game.
Of course.
But
I can tell right now, look, your skin's glowing. Right now, your skin's glowing. Look at your skin. Look at your skin.
I mean, it's glowing. It's nur ala nur.
Yeah, your shit.
I clocked this. And you're even at Old Trafford now. You're in Old Trafford now.
You're there. I'm early for a Sunday's game, Crystal Palace. I'm early.
Well, I'm travel. But listen, easy. We gotta get it early, or
listen, 10 games undefeated. Yeah, that's no losses in 2026. That's 6 games undefeated under Carrick as well. 5 wins, 1 draw. Bro, I can't lie to you. Life under Carrick right now, I couldn't ask for more. I can't lie to you, brother.
Nah, genuinely, it's been so impressive, and he deserves a lot of credit. But this was a really tough game, and it felt like there was like a point in that game. It got to maybe the 60th minute, and I felt like, could this end up being a banana peel? But then the moments of quality from our summer signings showed it again. And I just want to talk about Matteas Cunha, man. Matteas Cunha, man. What he was doing in and out of possession just was I'm so happy to see someone that was a Premier, I would say like a smaller team Premier League superstar, one of the best of the rest kind of teams, who's superstar against other small teams more often than not. And he's come to a big club and he hasn't got lazy. He hasn't rested on his laurels. He hasn't said, okay, cool, I've made it now and I've got the money. It's good now. He's shown a level of hunger from not being in the team to begin with, not being in the lineup immediately, to now having his place cemented and working so hard off the ball. Matteas Cunha has been so good for Man United.
Listen, I feel like in this video, we're going to be praising a lot of players, bro. I feel like it's got to that point now under Carrick where I feel like it's very hard to criticize or like say anything wrong about anyone at this point right now. But in terms of the actual lineup, because you mentioned it, obviously no Sesko today. Which was a little bit surprising because I thought that this might be the game where it's going to be a little bit physical. They got giants at the back where you'd want to have a Sesko in there, especially after his goal against West Ham. But yeah, didn't start. We went with Mbemba up front, Cunha off the left, and then obviously Ahmad on the right. And another change also was Lenny Yoro coming in for Desandro, who, in my opinion, did well. He did really well as well. Really well. But what was your thoughts on the lineup?
Yeah, the Sandro news is obviously the big news about him not being available. And you're concerned about that just because of what Leacher brings us in possession. He's always looking to pass forward and allows us to break lines constantly and keeps the tempo of the game really, really well. He's almost like a deep line playmaker for us from centre-back. But after Lenny Yoro's cameo against West Ham, I'm not worried about him at all. I thought he was really assured in that game. And this game suited him a little bit more because people would have noticed, or you would have noticed yourself, that Luke Shaw wasn't providing the width as much on the left-hand side. He did at times, but it was more Dalot. Dalot was really high and wide on the right-hand side, which gave Lenny Yoro that right centre-back space that we saw him play at Lille. And, you know, he's more comfortable playing in the back three almost. And he had that auxiliary back three going on and allowed him to drive forward and find those forward passes. I thought he was really confident and comfortable in a game where against tough opposition. Barry and then Beto coming on is not going to ever be easy for any centre-half.
No, never.
Him coupled with Harry Maguire. And, bro, I was thinking this during the game. Harry Maguire, that archetype of English centre-half, the Lewis Dunks of the world, the Brampthwaites, the Tarkovskis, the Michael Keane, all of them are from the Qabil of Maguire. They're from the tribe of Maguire.
The Qabil? The tribe of Maguire.
Maguire is all of these man's dads. Do you know that prototype?
He's the Messi. He's the Messi of them. He's the Messi.
He's the Messi of that group. He's the Messi of
100%.
6'1" English centre-half, who's big and physical. Harry Maguire is the king, and he'll always be the king of that prototype. And he
now 100%.
And he deserves a lot of credit, bro. He deserves a lot of credit coming back into this lineup under Carrick and has. I remember he came in the first game against City, and it was after a while he was injured or he had a knock, and he just came back in. It was his first game back, and he was really confident coming in. He's been cemented into the first team ever since now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I looked at the back line today, bro, because I saw Shaw, Maguire, and Diogo Dalot. I'm thinking to myself, bro, it's just 2020. Are we still in COVID? Are we still in COVID playing the same back line again? Bro,
where's Lindelof?
Years,
where's Lindelof? Where's Lindelof?
That's what we're missing. That's the only player we're missing right now is Lindelof, bro. That's basically the same back line we had like 6 years ago, bro. It's crazy. The fact that they're all still there, not that I'm trying to knock them, but the fact that they're still there is mental to me. But one piece I do want to talk about. Yeah, come on, trauma. Do you remember the Spurs game? Do you remember the Spurs game? Man, they're fighting and they're scrapping on the pitch. Yeah, crazy. But one player I do want to highlight, though, is a player that I feel like a lot of us have criticized him in the past. I feel like you've been very much probably one of his biggest critics. But I felt like today had a shout for man of the match was Diogo Dalot. Who, in my opinion, I felt like when I look at the lineup, I always look at the right back position, especially under Carrick. I always look at the right back position being like probably the weakest one, right? But since Carrick has arrived, you could argue that he's been one of our most consistent and strongest performances since he arrived. So, which is a credit to him. But yeah, talk to me about Diogo Dalot, man.
Well, someone I've called Diogo Dabal in the past. Obviously, there was not much of a Dabal in the last couple of games. He's been much better ever since Carrick has come in. To be fair to him, like there's times when he first came to Man United, he was a right back that was getting skinned too easily, and then you had the tandem of him and Wan-Bissaka, two complete opposites almost of centre halves in terms of how they are defensively. And then he had a really good stretch under Ten Hag. And to be fair, that was a moment where I put my hands up and I said, fair play. Diogo Dalot, you're proving wrong. It's unbelievable. But a little part of me in the back of my mind was always a little bit concerned. Then under Amorim, again, maybe I was too harsh because he's playing in a position that he's not suited to playing. Being a highest attacker on the left-hand side and left wing back is never, ever going to suit Dalot. And that was a horrible misprofiling anyway. But I have to say, since Michael Carrick has come in, I'm still probably a bit reluctant to give him full-on praise, but especially in this game, I thought he was top. He dealt with the tackles that he was faced, which was intimate in Diaz, who's one of the best dribblers in the league, one of the best wingers in the league. And then when Tyreek George came on, Tyreek George was shocking me as well, how direct and how positive every single action. Dalot had to deal with a lot, and I felt he did really well. And in possession as well was really positive. Finding some really good angles from that right back position to pass the ball straight to our strikers for them to set a midfielder first time. I thought he did really well in this game, and I got to give him credit for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For me today, I felt like he was my man of the match. I can't lie to you. I know it's there's a lot of players that we feel like we can give it to, but for me, in terms of from minute 1 to minute 90, I felt like he was our best player on the pitch. Why are you doing a little finger for? Why are you doing a little finger?
The guy that's in goal, man.
Ooh, yes, Lemens.
Denny Bumbaras Clark Lemens.
Listen, talk to me about him as well. I feel like we could be here for an hour. I promise you, bro. We could be here for an hour and talk about every single player on that pitch. Literally, bro. But yeah, Lemens is another one.
The reason why I want to specify him is that over the last couple of weeks, me, myself included, we've all been victim to this, of almost overlooking it because of what he's done. So, for example, in my combined 11s, he's been in my combined 11 for almost every single game that I've done between teams. And it's just like, it was just easy to make that decision. See what I'm saying? And that's because of just how assured he's been. And him working out of the limelight was a really good thing, because I don't want my Man United goalkeeper to be in the limelight, because that's almost always not a good thing. We look at Onana and Altaba in there. You brothers, stay in Turkey. You and your club, you might have to do a home visit. Stay over there. There's what you need to say, because Senna Lamens has changed my life. And in this game specifically, he was in the limelight in that second half because Everton were doing what Arteta does with Arsenal. And this is why I've always said Arteta's biggest influence in his coaching career is David Moyes. Because what David Moyes is doing in that set pieces is firing at the keeper. And Everton were doing the same similar thing, attacking the keeper. And he was in the limelight. He was in the front and center, and he was dealing with almost everything. So confident. And what that does to your back line is so key. The confidence and comfort that it gives to everyone in front of you is unbelievable. So for me, he was my man of the match, because especially in that second half, he was there every single time we needed him.
Now, he has a shout. Like I said, there's a lot of performance today. I feel like have a shout to be man of the match. I think with Lemens though, bro, and he's a sign, of course, that was a bit unknown in the summer. We didn't know too much about him. But one of the critics I did hear about him, one of the criticisms I heard of him was that he doesn't demand his box enough, or he doesn't have that, presence in the box, especially when it comes to claiming crosses and that. Bro, he's absolutely debunked that this season. He's absolutely debunked that in probably the most physical league in the world. He looks comfortable. And for his age, that young, that composed, he already showed leadership qualities, is demanding in his box, sets his instructions to his players. He's no nonsense as well. But at the same time, still has the composure, still has the calmness, isn't reactive, isn't sort of reactionary in moments, just kind of reads the situation really, really well. And I feel like Lemens, alongside, of course, a few other players that we'll mention, you could argue, has been one of the signings of the seasons in the Premier League, you know, up there with Donnarumma, who's also been a good signing for Man City. But yeah, I think he's absolutely been a game changer for us, especially as in between the posts. He's been an absolute game changer. You've seen what we suffered over the last 2-3 years with goalkeepers, and he's coming, bro, and he's just doing the basics. And that's all you want from your goalkeeper, just to do the basics effectively. And he's done that. But so credit to him. Another player I want to shout out to also is Mbeumo, because Mbeumo for me, man, like,
talk to me, Lee.
I said this earlier in the season, and I got a little bit of a side eye. People kind of heard me out, but they were giving me the little side eye a little bit. Was when I said that this guy would be our Mo Salah. Yeah. He is going to be what Mo Salah is for Liverpool to Manchester United, and I don't mean that in the sense of records and stats and what Mo Salah went on to achieve for Liverpool, but in terms of impact, in terms of being the guy to get the key moments, being the guy to still get a goal or assist even when they're not playing well. And that's a big thing. I think the top players, the best players, are the ones that even when they're having a poor game, they're leaving with something. Or they're pulling their team through the mud. And you know, you saw Mbeumo today. I don't think it was one of his best performances, but again, pulls up with a big assist right there for Sesko. Unbelievable pass from Cunha as well prior to that to set it up. But he's always involved somehow, one way or another. He's always involved. Statistically, he's been our best player. He's got the most output in terms of goals and assists, goal contributions. So he's having a phenomenal season, and he has a chance.
Has he got more than Bruno?
I think so. I might be wrong. Wow. I might have to double check it, but I think he does.
It's definitely them two.
Definitely in goals, he's got the most for us. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
And for me, he's got a claim to be signing of the season easily, bro. Yeah, very easily. So 100%. Yeah, for me, I can't say enough about Mbeumo. I think I've raved about him enough this season, and long may it continue, man. But yeah,
and that type of goal as well. The way that we got that type of goal is just. It's historic. It's Manchester United. It's what we all grew up watching. And it's something that we never, ever want to lose. Obviously, when you're playing against a team like Everton, you wouldn't actually expect us to get a goal in transition. But the fact that this team, with the individual qualities that we do have, and there was another chance for Sesko late on in the game as well, where we're creating chances where there's a lot of open space after teams have been lured in towards us. And, bro, that's such a key thing for any Manchester United manager from now until forever has to have that quality about them of freeing the players from the shackles of recycle the ball here. Oh, don't risk losing the ball here. Go for it, bro. There's space in front of Mbeumo. Cunha hits a pinpoint perfect pass in behind. He shows the patience to cut back, find that pass, and Sesko with the really, really, really good finish. And bro, I love that this front line is rotating. I know a lot of people want to see Sesko start, and I still think, and this is probably another game where his profile makes more sense for it. In this, you know, we have the Michael Keanes and the Tarkovskis one. You need to occupy the centre halves, but maybe Carrick building continuity for this lineup. He wants the Amads and the Mbuemos and Brunos and Cunhas get used to each other and build those relationships. At the same time, Sesko has been really, really good off the bench as well, so he deserves a lot of credit for applying himself regardless.
Yeah, you said it as well in terms of that's what you want to see as Manchester United fans. That is what that goal was, essentially vintage United. That was vintage United. You know, when people say United way, United DNA. That's Manchester United. That goal that you saw is classic Manchester United. And I posted a picture today of Cavani's goal. I don't know if you remember Cavani's goal against Everton a few years back. Like
when Bruno cut it back to him.
5 years. Bruno cut it back to him. Very similar. And the same ground, obviously away to Everton, same type of finish. And those are the type of goals that gets you off your feet. It's very minimalistic. It's just 3-4 passes up the pitch, you get the goal. And that's what Manchester United is about, and that's what fans want to see. They want to be able to see the identity on the pitch as well as good performance. You want to be able to see something and be like, that's Manchester United. And I felt like we saw that with the goal. Felt like he could have got another one. I think he did mess up on that chance right at the end. I think he should have done a lot better. But ultimately, he's the one that's got us the 3 points, and that's what you want from your, you know, multi-million-pound signing of a striker. So and he's delivered that again today. I think he started to find that confidence, that form that he's needed, and. Bro, I think he will come good. I think he's one of those players that, you know, I look at him, I criticize, but I kind of give him grace because I can see the talent, I see the ability, I see the chances that he can get, and which is why I'm kind of a bit patient with him. But in terms of as a whole, if you look at the transfer window that we've had, Cunha, Mbeumo, Lamens, Dorgu, Sesko, bro. You could argue that all of them.
I think Dogu was in the January before.
I'm trying to like sort of collect it all together in terms of like, you're right, he was. But in terms of those 5 signings under Amorim, right? Because it is under Amorim technically.
Yeah.
You could all argue that all a success, or you can see that they're leading to be a success. Do you know what I mean? And it's very rare in football where every signing comes like that. You know, usually you get 1 or 2 hits. And Manchester United, when have you ever seen a window like that? I don't think we've ever had a window like that in the last 10, 15 years, bro. Even towards the end of Fergie's years, we didn't even have windows like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's very rare. And if we can have one more of that this summer, bro, next season we could look like serious challengers.
I agree. I agree. I think you get a fullback and some midfielders in. The attack is already got so much rotations in place, and then maybe beef up the squad a little bit. But bro, I really like it. And I'm in complete agreement, bro. There's what a window that was in the summer. And we do have to give credit to those who are responsible for that. But there is something you mentioned. I don't know if it was on United Code as well, about Michael Carrick treating this period from now until the summer as almost like a preseason for next year. With this new candidates that are, they're falling by the wayside almost as the days go on. Like Tuchel signed his contract with England. I think Nagelsmann I don't know if he's in negotiations or he might have signed it already with Germany as well. So they're all extending wherever they are. What do you see in terms of, obviously we don't want to talk about managerial too early, but it's like, surely Carrick at this point in time is building enough of a portfolio. Obviously we're only 6 games in, but from now until the end of the summer, he's got the opportunity to build enough of a portfolio to say, I can do this next season.
Like the way I look at it, bro, right now, if you told me right now in this moment, Carrick full-time, I'll probably hesitate and maybe lead towards a no. But obviously we have to kind of assess things as it goes. Right now, of course, we're on a high. Let's not get it twisted. 5 wins, 1 draw. Everything is perfect at the moment in the sense that everything's gone right. But let's be honest, it's inevitable. We will lose a game at some point.
There will
be question marks about Michael Carrick. Maybe he's done this wrong or that wrong. So we do have to give it time and kind of assess it. But ultimately, if he does well, he would definitely open the door for conversation. That will open up and he will put his name into the hat, essentially. But I would still say give it time. Maybe it's a conversation that we need to have at the end of the season and the way we can assess him over the course of the last few months before we make a decision. But I'm not against the idea either. If he does well, there's no why not? Why can't we not get him on a 1-year contract or a 2-year contract or a 1+1, for example, and just see how things go? Because, like you said, bro, for me, the manager market's cooked. So there's pros and cons in any angle at this moment. And in the past, bro, we've had the top dogs, we've had the project managers, we've done everything. We've done every type of appointment you can think of, bro, and it hasn't really worked out well. So there's no real right or wrong situation. It's more sense of feeling and what feels right. So if come the end of the season, it feels right to have Carrick in charge, then I'm not against it. I think we should just go for it. But if it feels like you've done what you need to do, I think you've got a ceiling. We've seen, where you can go. Then we move on and get somebody else with a bit more experience and a bit more pedigree. But we just have to wait and see, man. I think time will tell on that one still.
100%. And now we've got a couple of tough. I mean, I'm in agreement with you about the manager point, but we just haven't seen him. We haven't seen different situations. We haven't seen Carrick lose yet. We haven't seen. And what we want to see until next season is how he deals with 3 games a week rather than 1 game a week. And there are going to be situations. There will be question marks, and that all needs to be factored in by those that make that decision come the summer. But we've got Crystal Palace at home next, and then St. James's Park. What are you thinking going into the next week?
Bro, for me, I look at it this way. Very simple. We're the most informed team. We're high on confidence. We're playing, I think, right now, currently the best football in the league. I'm expecting 3 points against Crystal Palace for sure. St. James Park is always a tough ground for any team. No matter how good you are, that team is very physical. That ground is very scary. So it will be a tough game. And I think we've spoken about this as well in United Quad, is that right now, bro, my mindset is in a different space in the sense that I'm confident going into any game against anyone now. I'm confident going to St. James Park. I'm confident at home against Crystal Palace, whereas before I wasn't. Let's be honest, and we weren't. Every game we had that anxiety feeling of not knowing what's going to happen every game. Now I can confidently say, yeah, we can go to St. James Park and get a result. Why not? It'll be hard. It'll be tough. Of course. No doubt about that. But we can get 3 points. Just like today as well. We can get the 3 points. And that's a feeling that's been missed, bro. Let's be honest. It's been missed for a very, very long time. It's that confidence. And that's what you want as a Manchester United fan. That's what you kind of expect as well at Manchester United, is that no matter what, we can always expect to go anywhere against anyone and get something out of the game.
100%.
So I see us getting 3 points.
Yeah, and that's such a key point that you mentioned there, because under Ten Hag and Amrim, after a while, it got to a stage where I'm just going into games saying, like, rival fans are laughing when they're saying, I'm just trying to explain to people, they're better than us. Like, I don't want Manchester. Take the name Manchester United away. This football team is better than my football team. We are now at a stage now, and I think it's such a lot of credit has to go to Carrick and the players and for the job that they've done in such a small space of time. That's almost flipped completely. Where my feeling is going to every single game is, rather than just going band for band with a team, I expect us to take a game to a team. I expect us to control it. Control the game again. Band for band.
Band for band.
On a mad thing, I'm ready to go Rukum or Bukum.
Bukum? Yeah. Who's on
Rukum
what?
Or Bukum? Which one do you want?
Who's on what, though?
It's mad. Who's on what is what I'm on now. So Palace,
who's on
Newcastle, Wagwan.
One. Yeah, chat to them, bro. I'm not scared of no one right now. Wallahi, billah till I.
Hey!
I'm not scared of no one. Give me Bayern Munich.
Now.
Right now, I got something for them. PSG, I got something for you. Wallahi, come buck me. Come find me. Friendly game, let's set it up. Wallahi, random week. International break, let's set it up. Wallahi, let's do it.
We're going to do the game in PAV. It's going to be Man United versus PSG.
Gee, let's run it, wallahi. Behind closed doors. No one even needs to watch it, wallahi. Me and you only. We just come there and just watch a bopping, wallahi, and go yard. Yeah. And we just tell people we know what we saw.
Yeah, don't know what we saw. We saw Binage. We know what we saw.
We know what we saw. That's what we're gonna say.
Mad. Aye,
why are you so confident? We know what we saw. That's what I want to say. Why are you so confident about my dad? I know what I saw.
I know what I saw. Hey.
Yeah, listen. Hey, right now, like I said to you, bro.
Look
what do you say? Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I keep saying, listen, it's not even about football no more. You see, this is why I hate it. I hate it and I love it at the same time. But how much football can impact my quality of my life, bro? Off the pitch, like off. Watching football, bro. I'm walking around. I'm smiling. I'm saying, "Good morning. You okay? Yeah, you're right, darling." I'm doing them ones. I'm saying, yeah. Don't worry, no. I'll carry that for you to the car.
Yeah.
Oh, do you want to cross the road? Do you want to cross the road? I'll hold your hand. Don't worry, I'll hold your hand across the road. I wasn't doing that before.
Yeah, I just you're a better human.
I'm a better human now. I'm a better human being. In the month of Ramadan as well. Blessed month of Ramadan as well. Yeah, man. I might make an extra da'ah for Michael Carrick today as well.
Yeah, Allah Hadik. Allah guide him, man.
May Allah guide him, man.
Guide him to the straight path.
But listen, quick prediction for Crystal Palace. Quick prediction.
Yeah, I'm expecting Binage still. And I don't know why we shouldn't keep a clean sheet as well.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'd have to look at Palace's form. I'm not like, obviously Palace have been ransacked a little bit. It's gonna be your gaffer.
They've been slipping into the relegation, so I can't lie. They've been shaky at the moment.
But it's your gaffer as well.
But yeah, that's an audition for him still. But let's be honest, they've had a crazy season in terms of so many things have been happening behind the scenes on the pitch, changes, players leaving. It's a lot has been happening at that football club, and obviously he's already been announced.
I'm going 2-0 Man United.
2-0. You're nice, man. I'm going 4-0.
4.
I'm saying boppage.
Oh,
I'm saying boppage.
What am I doing? I just said Bukum, and I said 2-0.
Yeah. No, come on,
give me 5. Give me 5.
Give me 5.
I got 5 on them.
Yeah, 5 is crazy. But I like it. Yeah, Ramadan as well. Yeah, you see, I heard you say earlier, band for band, and now you're doing all the. Yeah, you lost your mind today. You lost it. Yeah, you lost it. It's fine though, man. It's fine. I hear it. Michael Carrick.
I got a Muslim costume on as well.
Yeah, crazy. You know, they did that video where the guy says Alan Shearer. Me, Michael Carrick. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing Michael Carrick. Hey, listen. I'm gonna wrap it up. Listen. Hey, thank you for those I've watched. Listen, put your comments below on your thoughts on the game as well, and also your predictions for next game and where you see Man United finishing at the end of the season. Also, who you think should be appointed come end of the season, because we did have a little bit of a discussion about that. Your thoughts on that as well. Should Michael Carrick get the job long term? has he done enough already to secure the job long term, or should we start looking elsewhere or looking for other options in terms of for next season? So let us know in the comments. Let us know your thoughts on the game. Also, make sure to check out Abz's channel as well. Make sure to also subscribe to him. He's got a lot of videos and a lot of content coming for you also as well. So make sure to check him out. And until next time, peace.